today.
Federal government discloses plan for the resumption of train services on Abuja-Kaduna Rail line. Violation of traffic rules by commercial drivers in Benin City raises concerns. The Edo State government reiterates its commitment to equip workers. Good evening, this is VOS TV. You're welcome to our news bulletin for this hour. I am Benahi Onofe. Now the news in detail. The federal government has disclosed that train services on the Abuja-Kaduna Rail line will resume this November. The Minister of Transportation, Muazu Sambo, made this known today while briefing newsmen about the achievement of the ministry. He said adequate security has been put in place to ensure the safety of passengers, but did not give any specific date for the resumption. Sambo noted that the ministry has learned enough lessons from the attack in March that led to the suspension of train service on the Abuja-Kaduna route. The minister also noted that a system has been put in place that will ensure prompt monitoring of movements on the rail tracks. According to him, the system would afford President Muhammadu Buhari, concerned ministries and agencies, as well as security agencies, the opportunity to see what goes on the tracks without delays. The Nigerian Railway Corporation, NRC, suspended train service along the route after Boko Haram terrorists attacked a moving passenger train in Kaduna on March 28, 2022, which led to the blowing up of the rail track, killing of some passengers, and abduction of more than 60 in the unfortunate attack. Violation of traffic rules and regulations is a serious offense. It poses a lot of potential dangers to motorists and even pedestrians. With the festive period coming and with the fact that school is still in session, how dangerous is this rising prevalence, and what does the drivers think about this?
It was already in your mind that we are going to stop. But maybe you just decide to say, okay, let me just proceed, or let me divert to the other side. Maybe that other side is where the traffic light is. Maybe you change your mind suddenly. Of course, something you didn't do it intentionally. Okay, that one can equally make you to beat traffic. But you do it, some people are doing it intentionally, which is not proper. It's all right. Because the intention of the people passing is that you are going to stop. Already they are showing that you will stop. Then for you to not beat it intentionally, beat it internally, in fact, it's barbaric, and it's very common in this Edo State, in which I don't even advise any driver, either public transport or private vehicle, to beat traffic, because you might consider yourself while you are not considering others that are even the pedestrians, which is very, very bad. They want to meet up. They call it meet up. They want to meet up inside. They want to run 10 trips, not knowing that they are doing themselves. If you are an emergency, when you are an emergency, like maybe you are a policeman and moving to a scene of incidents, or maybe you see prison warders taking the suspects to court, or in fact maybe there is fire incident. So those ones, they are justified. They are justified to move, and no matter how the traffic is, they must maneuver their way in order to save life and to take properties. So those are the few reasons I can see that can make somebody to beat traffic.
Impatience, basically, impatience on parts of drivers, and not just drivers, motorists in general.
What makes drivers beat traffic is impatience. They always they used to be faster than their shadow in order to get their targets.
Whether they hurry, I don't know. Now stubbornness, I can even call it. It's a stubbornness, because the time you say to beat that traffic is a law, and you purposely beat her. Now stubbornness, man.
I don't know, say the traffic don't. I don't know, say it don't already show light, but me don't know. So I can't beat her. They can't hold me. They carry me go to their office. I go pay the fine. So since then, I know the try again. So I'm very nice the course now. Then they feel say then they worry they go where they go. So now I make them they beat the traffic, and which is very wrong, because they beat her like that. Maybe if you go jam another motor with the cross now, you don't cause accident with that, which is very wrong.
Moving on, the Edo State government has reiterated its commitment to equip workers in the state with the right tools and skills to enhance productivity and efficient service delivery in the state civil and public service. The Edo State Head of Service, Anthony Okungboa, gave the assurance during a guided tour of Block B Secretariat Complex in Benin City. Okungboa was accompanied on the tour by permanent secretaries and heads of extra-ministerial agencies of government, including the Managing Director, Public Building and Maintenance Agency, Engineer Austin Osareti Osakwe. The head of service said that the Governor, Godwin Obaseki-led government has demonstrated commitment to the welfare of workers and the intellectual property resource development of the civil and public servants as visible in the transformation and the public service. Okungboa enjoined every Edo worker to reciprocate government gesture, ensuring dedication and commitment to their duties, contributing effectively in the realization of the government's Making Edo Great Again mega agenda. He listed some of the MDAs already occupying a space in the complex to include Ministries of Education, Environment and Sustainability, Special Duties, as well as Communication and Orientation, among others. The Edo State government has reclaimed a road in Ute community, Upper Mission extension of the Benin Metropolis, which was illegally appropriated by the proprietor of Divine Providence School for a building project. Residents of the community had, in a viral video, raised the alarm around 4 p.m. on Saturday, November 5th, 2022, that the school proprietor was raising a fence to cut off the road for public use, calling on the government to come to their aid. While the Commissioner for Physical Planning, Housing and Urban and Regional Development, Isoke Omo, who led the ministry's enforcement team to the site on Sunday morning, said the government will not condone activities of land grabbers in the state. She commended the residents in the area for their vigilance, assuring Edo people that the government's resolve to stamp out impunity and the state remains steadfast. She urged anyone with complaints about building infractions to call the ministry on its phone lines. Finally on the news, UEFA Champions League holder Real Madrid has been drawn with Liverpool in the last 16 of the Champions League in the repeat of the last season's final. The 14-time winners, Real Madrid, beat Liverpool 1-0 in the last year's final in Paris following Vinicius Jr.'s 59th minute goal. In other draws, Premier League champions Manchester City will face German side RB Leipzig, with Tottenham play Italian giants AC Milan. Chelsea will face Borussia Dortmund. Elsewhere, PSG will square up with Bayern Munich, Club Brugge versus Benfica, Frankfurt versus Napoli, while Inter Milan will play host to FC Porto. The last 16 first legs will take place on the 14th to 15th and 21st to 22nd February, while the second legs will take place on 7th to 8th and 14th to 15th March. Well, that is the size of our package, but before we go, a recap of our major stories. The federal government of Nigeria has disclosed plans to resume Abuja-Kaduna train line this month. Violation of traffic rules by commercial drivers has raised concerns. Finally, Edo State government reiterates commitment to workers' welfare. Well, do follow us across our social media platforms. We have VOS TV Nigeria on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Do enjoy the rest of your evening. I am Bina Hionofe. Thank you for watching.